Hi, I'm Anu, and this is Test Grounds Update number 1. The long awaited Ballistic update is finally here, and it's packed with a ton of new content. Before we jump into the breakdown, I want to give a special thanks to Epic Games for sponsoring this video. In this video, we're diving deep into all the new additions, starting with Overdrive, a consumable utility gadget that increases the speed of your character in all aspects, and the Fire Grenade, an offensive gadget that creates a wide pool of flames on impact, two fresh gadgets that are already shaking up the meta. We'll also be taking a closer look into the brand new weapons, the Burst AR, a powerful 3-round burst assault rifle, and the Sovereign Sniper, a high damage, single shot sniper built for precision. As for the new shell maps, Hammerfall and Storm Chaser's Cove, they're still a work in progress and are subject to change. Because of that, we're holding off on a full breakdown for now, but just know that they're in the game and they're live in both Ranked Ballistic and the new Testing Grounds playlist, which you can jump in and play for yourself today. Alright, let's get into the gadgets, starting with Overdrive. Overdrive is a consumable utility gadget that supercharges your entire playstyle. For just 300 credits, the standard price for a flex gadget, you're getting a serious edge in almost every movement and combat category. So what exactly does Overdrive do? After a 1-second activation, Overdrive kicks in with a massive speed boost to your movement, weapon, and objective speeds for 12 seconds. I ran a bunch of tests and broke it all down into percentages to show exactly how much faster you get, give or take a 2% margin of error due to the limited access of Fortnite's internal data files. Feel free to screenshot this image and share it with your friends. The movement speed increase is consistent across the board whether you're crouch walking, strafing, jogging, or sprinting. You'll see an average boost of 23%, which I believe is the accurate figure based on my testing. Now, one common misconception I've seen floating around is that Overdrive increases your jump height, but it doesn't. You can jump farther due to the increased movement speed, but your jump height stays the same. Swap speeds are pretty consistent across all the weapons. While there is a speed increase with Overdrive, it's almost negligible. It's so small that it barely impacts gameplay in any meaningful way. However, reload and fire rate increases are significant and they vary per weapon, so I tested each one individually. I recorded myself firing and reloading both with and without Overdrive, timing it frame by frame using the HUD to pinpoint exactly when bullets left and entered the magazine. Here's a quick example with the Ranger pistol. Without Overdrive, it took 1.95 seconds to empty my magazine and 1.46 seconds to reload. With Overdrive, it took 1.67 seconds to empty my magazine and 1.24 seconds to reload. To calculate the speed increase, I used this formula: original time minus Overdrive time divided by original time multiplied by 100. For the fire rate, it would be 1.95 minus 1.67, divide that by 1.95 times 100 equals 14.36% faster. I used this same method across all weapons to get an accurate picture of how much Overdrive enhances each stat. Overdrive also reduces the time it takes to defuse bombs by roughly 28%, but just to clarify, it does not reduce the time it takes to plant the bomb, so you'll still need to plan those plants carefully. But if you're trying to clutch a defuse, Overdrive might just save the round. Bottom line is, Overdrive isn't just a movement buff, it's a full-on combat enhancer that helps you reload faster, shoot faster, defuse faster, and just completely outpace your enemies. Now, let's dive into the Fire Grenade, an offensive gadget that's great for map control. For 300 credits, the standard flex gadget cost, you'll get a tool built for area denial, disruption, and a massive damage potential. Inspired by the classic Molotov, the Fire Grenade is a throwable that detonates on ground impact, creating a fiery hazard zone that deals damage over time to anyone caught within the area. But it's not just a throw and forget gadget, you need to know how it interacts with different surfaces. The fire grenade will explode on any surface with a pitch angle close to 0 degrees, like the flat ground. It'll also detonate on sloped surfaces, like ramps and stairs, with angles up to around 60 degrees. But if you hit a vertical wall or a steep ceiling, it just bounces off. Now once it does explode, you get a massive 10-meter wide pool of flames. The fire ignites instantly and deals tick damage to anyone inside the area. Here's how the damage breaks down: 15 damage per tick, 2 ticks per second, 30 damage per second. Over its 6-second duration, a single target can take up to 180 damage. However, a player can only have a maximum of 150 health, so they'll be eliminated long before it expires. And if you somehow catch all 5 enemies in the flames, you're looking at a potential 900 total damage. That's a lot of value for one grenade. But here's the catch: this thing doesn't discriminate. The fire grenade also hurts you and your teammates. You'll take the same damage as enemies, 15 per tick, 30 per second, for 6 seconds, a total of 180 damage. Teammates though get a slight break. They take 8 damage per tick, which adds up to 16 damage per second or 96 damage over the full 6-second duration. If you catch your entire team in a grenade, that's a total of 384 damage. So all in all, if every player in the game gets caught in a single fire grenade, the total damage output is 1,464, 900 to enemies and 564 to allies. The fire grenade is perfect for blocking off choke points, cutting off rotates, or flushing players out of cover. Moving on to the weapons now, let's break down the Burst AR, a powerhouse rifle that's all about quick aim and burst damage. For 2,000 credits, you're getting a 3-round burst assault rifle with a quick elimination potential. It comes equipped with the Holo 13 optic, the same 1.3x sight you'll find on the Nemesis AR, perfect for locking onto targets at mid-range. It also has an angled foregrip built in, which speeds up your aim down sights time by 10%, helping you snap to targets just a little faster in those close fights. When it comes to recoil, the burst fires with a pattern that goes straight up and slightly to the right, so you'll want to pull down and to the left a bit to stay on target. While standing still, the hipfire is pinpoint accurate, just like most guns in ballistic, but if you're moving or jumping, expect that spread to widen like any other assault rifle. The burst hits 50 damage to the body per shot, and thanks to its high damage, it has a 1 burst potential, but only at close range. From 0 to 11 meters, landing your shots can instantly eliminate a fully shielded enemy. Beyond that, the damage slowly drops off, going from 50 down to its lowest point of 42 damage by the time you reach 47 meters. The damage will not drop off further than 42, even if you go farther than 47 meters away. With a 150% multiplier, you'll deal 125 headshot damage up to 10 meters away. After that, headshot damage starts to taper off, dropping to its lowest point at 105 damage by 49 meters. Similar to the body shot, headshot damage will not drop further than 105 even if you go farther than 49 meters away. As for fire rate, the Burst AR spits out bullets at 6.82 rounds per second. That means it empties its 24 round mag in just 3.52 seconds, and once you're out of ammo, you're looking at a 2.8 second reload. So if you're accurate and playing within that sweet close to mid range, the Burst AR can absolutely melt opponents, especially if you land your bursts clean. Next up, the Sovereign Sniper, a high-risk, high-reward precision weapon that hits like a truck and demands accuracy. For 1,500 credits, you're getting a single-shot sniper that's all about impact. It comes with a 4x sniper scope for long-range engagements, the same scope that you find on the Reaper sniper, and it includes a suppressor, cutting down your shot volume by 63.64%. The recoil kicks slightly to the left or right at random, but thanks to its slow rate of fire, recoil fully resets between shots. So while it's technically there, it's not something you'll need to compensate for most of the time. Now, the Sovereign has a slight bloom while standing still, which means your shot might not be 100% accurate while hipfiring, even if you're not moving. It also has a unique bloom pattern that sets it apart from every other weapon in ballistic. As far as damage goes, it hits for 105 to the body, which is instantly lethal to any unshielded player, and it has a 300% headshot multiplier, dealing a massive 420 damage to the head. Most importantly, no damage fall off. That means those numbers stay consistent no matter how far away the target is. And as for the fire rate, the Sovereign fires at 1 round per second and holds a 4-shot magazine, so it'll take about 4 seconds to empty. But it reloads 1 bullet at a time, and you can fire it in between reloads. If you shoot after each bullet is loaded, you can achieve a practical fire rate of 1.38 rounds per second, giving you some flexibility between shots. So whether you're locking down a sight line or popping off with headshots, the Sovereign Sniper is built for players who value timing, positioning, and precision. And that wraps up the full breakdown of all the new items in the Testing Grounds 1 update for Fortnite Ballistic. If you've had a chance to explore the latest update, your feedback matters. Epic Games is actively gathering community input, so share your thoughts across all social platforms to help shape Ballistic's direction moving forward. I also want to say a big thanks to all my friends that helped with this video. Dibs, ASAP, Brooks, Ghosty, Keons, Mark, Nino, Snuz, and Skeletos. If you want to show your support, all of their social links will be in the description below. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so that you're always in the loop. And don't forget to use code ANU in the item shop. Thanks for watching.